Hemlock Engineering have invested in a number of brother machines, and in your words, Paul, it turned your business round.
It did. About 5 years ago, we were really struggling. We had a lot of conventional machines, what I call conventional machines, slower machines, and we were losing money, quite a lot of money. We were looking at the rates we were making on these machines, and we were like, what do? We can put the price up to the customer, or maybe lose the work, probably lose the work, Eastern Europe, China, or wherever, or we could try and make them faster. And we weren't looking for 5 or 10% here, we were looking for a lot faster.
Okay, I'm going to put this, how much faster?
Well, as it turned out, a lot of these components we made over double, twice as fast, and sometimes up to 70% cycle time reduction by turning to brother. So we started an investment about 4 or 5 years ago,
yep.
And we've kept buying more and more, and we've put more components, and more components have gone onto them, and we've been able to hold the prices fixed. We've not been quite a very competitive price by speeding up the cycle time dramatically.
I'll come to cycle time in a minute. How many brother machines have you got?
We've got 7 here.
And it's not just one type of machine. What machines have you got?
We've got all sorts. We've got we have the S500s behind us. They've got Kitagawa 4th axis on, so we can get the side operations done.
Yep.
We've got the S700s, which we generally use for flat work, plate work type things, but we have multiple vice jigging, so we can get 8 parts in one go. And then we've got a twin pallet R450 X1,
right,
which is a fantastic little machine.
Right, you say, I mean, all fantastic. Why do you say that one specifically?
Well, it's just, what we're trying to do over years is we've been trying to take the labour out. And one of the problems with milling is there's a lot of labour going into loading. So while it's great while the machine's running, but then the machine stops, and you've got to take the parts out, blow them all down, put new parts in. The beauty of a twin pallet is the spindle is always cutting.
Yep.
So you've took all the labour out,
yep.
and this is fantastic for milling. If you can do that, and historically, we've always looked at this, but the footprint of these twin pallet machines have been so large that we couldn't fit it in. We're quite limited on footprint.
Yep.
So what we looked at these brothers, saw these twin pallets, really small footprint. This is perfect for what we need it to do,
Okay. And the parts you're making, critical components, I understand.
Yeah, we're making a lot of critical components for the food industry.
Right.
It's a lot of date coding equipment for sell-by dates. They go on food production facilities all over the world.
Right.
So it's a critical part, and it's extremely tight tolerance.
Okay.
And it's quite a big volume
and
as well.
I've got to say, how many?
I think 70,000 a year at last count, something like that. Yeah.
And if this stops working, we don't get our food data properly.
We could be in trouble.
So it is very critical. But you say about the brothers, up to 70% reduction in cycle time, and operations as well. And you've reduced the number of operations.
Yeah, some of these components were 2 or 3 operations, and we obviously set it up with 4th axes and took operations down to 1 operation.
Okay. Specialist
jigging and tooling, 1 operation, and a lot of the time, 70% cycle reductions, which is enormous.
That's huge. Okay.
We turned the business around from losing 300,000 a year to a profit, which is fantastic. We've never looked back really.
Pretty much, saved the company or turned it around.
It did. It was like, this business is not going. We need to do something dramatic here, and we did.
You saved.
It was quite a bold move.
Oh yeah, definitely, and a bold statement as well, though. But it has sort of saved the business. You said that the machines are really fast. In what aspect, though?
Well, it's not just the rapids. The rapids are fast, but what you've got is the accelerations.
Right.
So it's very high spec motors and the acceleration, and same with the spindle. The spindle speed, to accelerate the spindle speed to 16,000, it's less than a second. And then you've got the tool change time, which was a massive saving. On our old machines, the tool change was 7 or 8 seconds. It's less than a second on a brother. It's 0.8 second chip to chip. So, blink and you've missed it, it's changed the tool. So, whereas before you'd have to try to set it up so you're doing as many operations with one tool as you could. Now you don't really have to worry about that. You can change tools really as much as you like.
Okay.
Because they're so fast, it's almost negligible.
Okay. And you're running, is it BBT 40, is that correct? No, 30.
BBT 30, which is a face and taper tool. It's quite rigid, really.
Okay, because some people might, think, with that taper, it won't give that sort of rigidity, but that's never been an issue.
It's never been an issue for us, no. We are mainly aluminium here. Yep. We do stainless, we do other things, plastic, but aluminium is our forte. Yes. It's absolutely perfect for aluminium. the quill machine. So the other thing is you use less electricity as well. When you've got a big machine with a big headstock going up and down, that's burning electricity all the time. But a little quill machine is just much quicker and a lot cheaper to run.
Okay.
And so far, these things, they're spec'd up to automotive standards, so they don't wear out. They just go and go and go 24 hours a day. I think it's just the very high spec spindles and motors.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They really are perfect.
Just chatting to guys around here, absolutely love the machine. It's all well and good having them fast and they can do these great operations. What about the controls though? Easy to use and capable of running the machine to its full capacity?
No, they're absolutely fine. I mean, we haven't had a problem with the controls. We have had to reprogram pretty much everything.
Yep.
You don't really want to use your old programs on a new machine that goes a lot quicker. So you've got to uprate all your speeds and feeds and tooling as well.
Clearly huge fans of these machines, you really are. But it also comes down to sales, support, and the guy from Whitehouse, never understand how's he helped?
Oh, absolutely fantastic. I mean, when we first started down this journey, we didn't really have much clue as to how fast these machines can go and what type of tooling was required. And Neville came in and he set up a lot of our jobs for us, programmed them for us, even designed the tooling. Right. And they were probably here for quite a while, but it was absolutely fantastic. And he made a lot of the savings, actually.
Brilliant.
But then we've learned from him, and all our guys have learned. So it's been a very good thing that they've done for us.
Fantastic experience. So there we go. It's not just about the machine tools, actually the sales support, and Neville in this case.
Neville was brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant story about your brother machines. That's at Hemlock Engineering and sales support from Whitehouse Machine Tools.